Hi Libra, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 18th to the 24th, 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. It gets this channel seen by more people, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It's listed in the description box below, and I look forward to reading for you. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Libra. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. And let me know how you like the cards turned upright or, turned over and then turning them upright later. I would be really interested to hear what you guys think. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Okay, so we have the Three of Wands reverse, we have the Death card reverse, we have the Page of Cups in the upright position, we have the Fool reverse, and we have the Five of Cups reverse. So interesting. We have the King of Swords in the upright position. That's us coming through. We're represented by the swords in the minor arcana, angels and spirit guides. We then have the Four of Wands. Interesting. Reversed, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. The Chariot, which is also Cancer energy, time frame June 21st to July 22nd. The Empress in the upright position as well. Then we have the Magician reversed, which I'm not surprised at, and the World in the upright position. Now let me make sure everything is in frame. Perfect. All right. So now let's see what Spirit has to say. Now, if you are interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a oh my gosh, I forgot. A butterfly. That's it. A butterfly in the comment box below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment with a butterfly. That gets you in the running. You have to do those three things. You have to like the video, comment with a butterfly in the comment box, and subscribe to this channel. Then you'll be in the running to win a free reading. A winner is announced every Sunday. So keep your eyes open for that and hit the bell notification because that also really helps me out. All right, so let's see here what Spirit has to say. Here we have potential. It's interesting to see that child right there over the heart, like the face of that child. I hope you can. That is, I just heard Page of Cups, Page of Cups. Now, Libra, I don't know if you have water sign energy in your chart, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, if you're born on the cusp with Scorpio, but you have to listen to your heart because your heart, of course, is your emotions, and it's listening to the inner voice of the child of your emotions is going to be very important for you. It is also going to be very life-changing for you to let yourself connect with that voice and with that power. It's not what we think we should have been, it is who we are that comes forward. Now let's see what our chakra energy is. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Here we have the heart chakra reverse, so a blockage in the heart chakra. So tapping our heart, which, I'm doing it right now, just feels so good. It releases so much energy. We don't realize how much energy can get stagnant around our heart chakra We can also tap down from our collarbone down to our heart on both sides, left and the right side of our body. And that will also help break up any blockage in our heart chakra. But also, thinking about things that you love. We tend to think, oh, the heart, the emotions, emotions are just silliness, or I can control my emotions. They don't mean anything, but our emotions are telling us a lot about ourselves, about situations that we're in, and we tend to just, be deaf to them. And Spirit is saying, listen to your heart, listen to your emotions, listen to yourself. That is going to be important, and that is important. Our energy to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. This is the star reverse. So this is Aquarius energy, time frame January 20th to February 18th. With the star being reversed, this is delusions and illusions. So we can be delusional with ourselves. We can be having people be delusional with us, like sitting there and saying, well, this is how it is. And you're looking at them and you're like, no, it's not. Like, what book are you reading from? Because it's not even the same one that you're reading from. So just being aware of this during this time is going to be important. Also, be mindful that we need to connect once again with our life purpose. Well, I mean, no small feat, right? Connecting with our life purpose, but saying, this is why I'm here and this is what I love. And that also comes to the inner child and connecting with your dream. Doing the inner child meditation, taking a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you, and visualizing yourself as the adult you are now, holding your arms open to the child that you once were, and letting that kid run into your arms, and swooping them up in the biggest hug, and saying, I love you. I'm here for you. I will always be here for you. I will always love you. My love is unconditional. You make me proud. I see you. I see your joys. I see your pain. Share them with me. Tell me about them. And let your heart, let your inner child start to speak to you in the way you wished you could have spoken to somebody when you were little. Or in the way you did speak to that special somebody when you were little that made everything better. And that was your safety blanket of life. Our Five of Wands being reversed is that we expect certain things to come in and come out. We expected this flow, Libra, and the flow has been disrupted in one way or another. And it's making us doubt our transformation of self. The death card is the dying way of the old self, the rebirth of the new. We go through it all the time in our life. We could say that it's every day we wake up, it is a transformation. And here it is fighting it. It's like, no, I have to stay like this. But we have to transform. We have to give ourselves permission to transform as we embrace our heart, as we embrace our inner child self, as we, are afraid of taking that leap of faith, but we're also afraid of others thinking us a fool. Other people's opinions come in very strongly during this time. And we just have to know this is a Mercury retrograde, right? We're in air sign energy. We're going to be hit by this. So letting ourselves feel and letting ourselves connect, but not letting the feelings and connections, just morph our path. That is going to be a very important thing. And it moves us to understanding that during this time with the Five of Cups, we will have a tendency to look at what isn't instead of what is and beat ourselves up. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe those 3 glasses of wine spilled into the dirt. Instead of saying, okay, I have 2 glasses of wine. I can, pour a little into this cup, into this cup. We can all have a taste instead of 2 people just having 2 cups, right? We can fix the problem. We can. And sometimes it's going to be as easy as, okay, well, it fell into the dirt. Like no use crying over spilt milk. Quite literally, let's change things up. That's going to be important. With the King of Swords, it's knowing our truth. It's standing in the power of our voice. It's embracing the power of our voice. It's knowing what it is that we want. It's cutting through doubts and fears and negativities, hurts, pains, and disappointments, but also knowing that we were forged and we are forged. Okay? We have been through the fires and we have been pounded and pounded and pounded and pounded, and we are shaped in a way that we hadn't expected. Like, that big orb of metal, never expected to become a long sliver of a sword. So being aware of that we are transforming, even though we are fighting this transformation. And as soon as we stop fighting the transformation and say, no, this is the way it has to be, because we're being very stubborn this week, just be aware of that. We're being very stubborn this week. Instead of saying this is the way it has to be, we start to say, okay, show me the path forward. Now we're going to have some disappointments, okay? Or we've had some disappointments where moving didn't go as planned, or changing jobs didn't go as planned, or relationships didn't go as planned, or whatever it is, it just didn't go as planned. You sat there, you thought about it, you were like, okay, this is my thought reality, it will manifest into my live reality. And Spirit went, haha, you'd think so. We're going to go on a wild ride. Here with the Chariot, grab your emotions, pull them in check. Okay, moving forward with the power of your heart and the power of what you love is going to be sacredly important to you. The Chariot, also Cancer energy, right? Again, June 21st to July 22nd, we are reining in our emotions, and that makes us unbelievably strong. Why? Because a charioteer back in the day, like, we can think of chariots and think like, okay, who the heck rode those? Kings, queens, pharaohs. One of the hypotheses around King Tut was that he fell from the back of a chariot and hit his head, and that's how he died prematurely. So only the very best. Like when you see Boudica, like the statues of Boudica, she's riding a chariot. So a chariot is a form of transformation only used by the very best. You are the very best. You're the very best in your life. You're the very best for yourself, embracing the Empress, embracing your highly creative energy, your sacred feminine energy. It doesn't matter how you identify. You are embracing that sacred feminine energy to move forward in your power and in your tenacity. As above, so below. Be mindful of your thoughts. Be mindful of where your mind wanders, of how you're seeing yourself, because you can be selling yourself short, and you will be selling yourself short during this time. Also, not seeing your gifts. You're way more talented than you're giving yourself credit for, and yet you're not seeing it. And it's like, well, any Joe Schmo can do this. It's like, no, they can't. Stop being so silly. So being able to see that is going to be important. The world is opening to you, and you are opening to the world. You're seeing yourself in a very different way. You're seeing your power in a different way. You're claiming what it is that you want, and that's going to transform you. And you are being transformed. So just knowing that we have to work on the Magician. I know have to is a very harsh word, but working on the Magician, as above, so below, as you believe it, so it becomes. The mind is an astoundingly powerful thing. We don't realize it, or most of us don't realize how powerful our mind is. And where does our mind go when it's resting? Do we say, oh my gosh, I'm so stressed? Oh my gosh, I'm so tired, but I'm a terrible sleeper, so I know I'm not going to sleep. And it's like we're our own Oracle of Delphi. We're prophesizing our life, and then it comes true. So be mindful about this during this time, and start prophetizing to yourself. Not going out on the streets and saying, do you know the word? It's not that type of prophetizing. Start saying to yourself all the prophecies that you want to come true, all the things that you want to come true, and see how your soul and your body and your spirit reacts to them. Are you afraid of it? Well, then we can need to work on that until you get there, until you don't have a visceral reaction of like, oh no, I don't want that. Like, oh no, that's scary. And you can say, I want this. And it's like, oh yeah, I do. And then we also have to know that the universe then has to catch up, because we've changed our energy vibration, and they're not going to change instantaneously. It takes a moment. So showing ourselves that grace and kindness too, not being like, oh, look, I changed me and nothing's changing. Now I'm going to be harsh on myself again. And I'm going to be afraid of how everybody else is going to judge me. No, keep your dreams to yourself, but let yourself jump forward in grace and in beauty and in tenacity. It moves us then to our subconscious spirit message, which here is unity. It's coming together, and it's knowing that you need that community to build you and to guide you. It moves us then to our subconscious chakra message, which is divine wisdom reverse, a blockage in our soul star chakra. There we go. I can speak. It's located 6 inches above our crown. So it's hard to visualize how to unblock energy that is 6 inches above our heads. So tapping on your head can help unblock this energy. It also helps unblock the crown energy. So that is beautiful. You get 2 in 1. So just being aware of that and letting the divine wisdom come forward. It doesn't always need to make sense instantaneously. You don't always have to know. Be like, oh, I have to know this, I have to know that. No, you don't always have to know. It's okay. You're good. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of, and it's the High Priestess reversed. What's very interesting is this is a sacred couple, the Magician and the High Priestess. Just like the Hermit and the High Priestess are also a sacred couple. And so with both of these being reversed, there is the sacred coupling of the sacred masculine, sacred feminine aspects of yourself are a bit at war with yourself during this time. But it can also be that your sacred truth is something that is being ignored right now. This is sacredly true about me. I need to honor this. And so looking at this during this time and letting us connect with the sacred wisdom of us, that's going to be important. It's going to be something that we're like, no, that doesn't really matter. And it's like, oh, yes, it does. Spirit's like smacking their forehead. Oh, it does. Listen. Okay, it moves us then to the 10 of Swords. Our voice is being reborn. We are moving forward in connection, in voice, in power. So the 10 of Swords is, again, the dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new. And it's after heartbreaks and pains and disappointments and, people belittling us, making us feel like we can't. Now we're starting to look at things and say, wow, look at all the ammunition you've given me. Look at all the power I have. Because in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this is a person laid prostrate on the ground, right, with 10 swords stabbed into them. It's overkill. Subconsciously, we can also make things into overkill, and that's where we need to rein ourselves in and, be mindful about this. But the 10 of Swords is also, look at the swords you have in me. If I'm resurrecting, and I have 10 swords in me, I now have a fortune. I have a fortune, and I can start my own army. So being aware of that, that's going to be a really cool thing for us. It's like, wow, I'm taking all this negativity, all the doubts, all the fears, all the nasty words, and I am transforming my life. It moves us then to the end. All right. All right, Libra. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony. Libra, may blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.